Welcome guys, this is Killa here, and today I'm going to be discussing the fact that the, I was going to say Redskins, but they are no longer the Redskins. They're now called the Washington Football Team. So, yeah, they basically had to change the name because of pressure from sponsors, and that would cost them millions of dollars if they, like the sponsors were basically forcing them to change the name, and they changed it to the Washington Football Team for now as like a placeholder while they're trying to figure out the official name that they want to do. So obviously it does suck, but at the same time, I mean, I'm still going to cheer for the team. I'm not going to be like someone who's like, well, they're not the Redskins anymore, so I'm not cheering for that team anymore. No, I'm not going to be like that. Whatever the name's going to be, I'll cheer for it. I just hope it doesn't end up being Red Tails, because that was one that was thrown out there a little earlier, like right when they announced that the name change was possible. Red Tails, I mean, I've seen people saying like people are going to be making fun of us, like beat those tails red. So yeah, I don't really like the Red Tails as a name. Now people are saying that they want it to be the Red Wolves, which is pretty good. I'm in favor of the Red Wolves. I think that would be a pretty cool name to have a team named after a wolf, and the wolf is just an incredible animal itself. And more specifically, the red wolf is, I guess, what you would consider an endangered species. There's not a lot of them in the wild. I think, if I remember correctly, that the majority of them are like in captivity. You might bring attention to it by calling the team the Red Wolves, and maybe we can help save the population of the red wolves that are left remaining. I see lots of possible opportunities with this as far as charity, donating money to foundations that are committed to saving the red wolves or just wildlife in general, but specifically the red wolves. And then we can have a thing like where we howl when they score a touchdown. Granted, they do score a touchdown. We didn't see many of that last season, but you know, that was last season. We have to be optimistic, looking forward to this season. And also, people that are criticizing them being called the Washington Football Team, I think it's the right call at this time, at this moment in time. I don't think they should rush into picking a name for the team. I think it's appropriate for them to take the time to listen to fan input. A lot of fans are pushing for Red Wolves. That does seem like the likely name, but we'll have to wait and see. But I think it's a good call to call us the Washington Football Team for now, because of the fact that we need to focus on the upcoming season, and we don't need to have this thing with what the team name's going to be, trying to figure out uniforms and stuff like that. We don't need that shrouded over us while we're trying to prepare for the next season. I think it would be good for us to just finish the season, worry about the name and the logo and stuff in the next off season, and that gives the owner, Dan Snyder, and the rest of the personnel to get a good idea of what they want the team name to be without having to rush into something that the fans don't really like. And it gives them time, to draw up good uniforms as well, because that's another thing. You change the team name and the logo, you're going to need new uniforms. So it's a good to take time to put a decent amount of effort into the uniforms as well, because we've seen a few NFL uniform changes across the league this year, and some of them have not been as good. And I might make a video kind of talking about those, maybe ranking them. I haven't really decided yet, so that's not a guarantee, but we'll see. I was trying to make sure there wasn't going to be any other uniform changes, but at this point in time, I really don't think there is. The Redskins is the most previous one. They're going to tweak their current uniform, and they're just going to have Washington on there. And to be quite honest with you, I would rather the team be called Washington Football Team than the Red Tails. That's how much I dislike the Red Tails. I saw someone suggest Warhogs, and I was really behind that one to be the team name, but no one else got really behind it. And then people started bringing up Red Wolves, and I was like, wow, it's a great idea. And it has a large backing behind it. So I think a large amount of the fan base would be disappointed if our team name did not end up being the Red Wolves. But like I said, we'll worry about that in the next offseason. It's important to focus on what we have in front of us right now. And I think it's a good call to just call us the Washington football team for now. And I don't think it's actually too bad. I mean, if we had to stay the Washington football team, I mean, I wouldn't really be disappointed, but so much. I mean, I guess it goes against the, like the normal for sports, like having an actual team name. So we're literally a team with no name, but at the same time, that sounds pretty cool to me. We're unique. We have a no name for our team. Some people might say that's a little stupid, but it reminds me of Man with No Name with Clint Eastwood, old Western movie. Pretty good. I love those movies with Clint Eastwood in them, the cowboy movies. But yeah, so I think it's kind of unique to have no name for a team, but at the same time, I can see what people are talking about. We're like, well, this is stupid. We just have a W for our logo, which, that's going along the lines of the Cleveland Browns, who have a helmet for their logo. They've always had a helmet for well, actually, that's a lie. I think they actually did used to have a logo at some point that wasn't a helmet. I might be wrong, but I think I've seen a logo of the Browns before they actually just had a helmet as their logo. But like I said, good move by the Redskins front office to just call us the Washington football team for this season and focus on the season. I'm excited for the new season. I hope we actually get to play it. It does look like we probably will, just maybe without fans, but I'm fine with that. I never go to any of the games anyway, because I'm all the way in North Carolina, and they're all the way up into DC. So long trip for me to make, and I know I could go to one of the games when they play the Panthers or something, but I'd rather go to the Redskins Stadium. If I'm going to see them play, I'd rather go to the Redskins Stadium and go to see them play and get the full-on fan experience. I just wanted to kind of discuss the name change or whatever, and my Redskins stuff, I'm obviously going to keep it because one day I'm sure my stuff will have some value to it, and I can also say that I was an OG fan of the Redskins before they changed their name. So that'll be pretty cool to kind of step back and say in the future and say, look at my Redskins stuff, before, like, when they were actually the Redskins. But yeah, so anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please slap the like button, subscribe for my gameplays on the channel, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.